Stephen Shields radio show. Alright. Hello, Wisdomers. I'm back. I thought tonight I'd do a bit of late night radio on the Stephen Shields radio show here on Wisdom. It's amazing place to be able to share my ideas as well. And, it's always great to, come here, do my talk show about society and culture and what's going on, and let everyone know where I'm at in life as well, and know where I want to be in the next phase of humanity existence. Yeah, so Daniel Andrews is Premier for another 4 years for Melbourne, Australia as well. So we'll have to see how Daniel Andrews goes as the Labor Premier of Melbourne, Australia, and how he handled the lockdown and locking down very hard in Melbourne during the coronavirus pandemic, and getting his police force to literally shoot rubber bullets on peaceful protesters in 2020. Not only that, people hoarding, trying to hoarding toilet paper, which is just stupid in general. Like, it's just stupid how people just want to hoard toilet paper. Now, things came up recently about a crash back in 2013 with Daniel Andrews that he definitely denied in front of the media because, he wanted to make himself, look good. Doesn't want to make himself look bad. But the problem I find with Melbourne in general, Melbourne, like I've said before, is like a police state. It's like a dictatorship over there. We've seen the fall of the Liberals party in Australia. Quite a few seats, had independence as well in Melbourne. And I'm thinking to myself, how are Melburnians gonna feel for the next 4 years of their life? Now they voted for a Labor Prime Minister, Premier. Sorry, apologise for that. A Labor Premier. And the problem is that when all this mass criticism comes out with a politician, they basically say, "Oh yeah, I didn't do it." No, it's not true. Start to question yourself about, well, where is the truth for once? I mean, name one, like, politician, Peter Dutton, for instance, who will run for Prime Minister in the next federal election. Where is he standing? Where is the true core values of the Australian Liberal Party gone that they once had? Scott Morrison's secret portfolio in secrecy, uh, as well as famous Daniel Andrews about all the secret meetings to do with the coronavirus pandemic during the lockdowns. This is just ridiculous. You know how I'm just finding that you know where's the truth anymore with world leaders? I mean, just think about that for a sec. You know, where is the truth? You know, I mean, I guess for me, it's I'm getting to the point where I want to know that you know, whoever I'm putting my vote into, you know, is going to lead the state, lead the nation for what they say that they're going to do. You know, I mean, that's what I want to. That's what I want to know as well. With you know, politics in general, and how the you know media is covering up certain things from the left, you know, who are saying that no, Daniel Andrews didn't do it. Well, I'm thinking how and why, you know, and it's I feel that we've got to know, especially for the Conservative Party in the UK, is where is the Conservatives going? Now, it seems to me that we've had a fall in the right wing Australian and Australian politics in general. Uh, I see it as crazy, you know, just crazy in general. The problem is, when you watch 2000, if you watch 2000 Mules with Dinesh De Silva about the elections being rigged, doesn't surprise me if something like that is going on here, rigging the elections. You know, That's what I want to find out is why the left want to, you know, tell me how to pretty much what I should watch, when I should watch, how I should watch it, you know that, and where I should be in life. I mean, that's my take on Australian politics these days as well. I mean, and you know, at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, just because there's so much news media out there, it's all about for finding, well, what it is that you like with media. You know, there's so many different channels out there that say that this, and this, blah, 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 this, you did this, no, you are wrong. And, you know, all of a sudden, it becomes a shit fight. You know, Nancy Pelosi resigning from Congress. Joe Biden's just getting too old. I remember 4 years ago, 2 years ago, everyone hated Donald Trump. It was like the end of the world for Donald Trump if he got re-elected. Now they're starting to find out that Donald Trump was telling the truth the whole long. I know the Democrat voters don't like him and the left don't like him. For years, well, in my undergraduate degree, I was brainwashed in being told that, yeah, you should not vote for Donald Trump because he's this and that, and all these allegations you hear from the left wing media. My God, even the New York Post recently and news.com.au wrote a stupid article of, you know, I think it was his daughter getting married, and like they just want to get involved in all his personal life and shit like that. And you just get fed up with it. Like, where's the honesty in reporting these days on a tabloid newspaper? My God, I'm fed up with tabloids. They're just rubbish. And no, I'm serious. They're rubbish. You know, they really are rubbish. I think to me, we've got to find our own views in the Conservative Party with Rishi Sunak as well. So hopefully he can make a change for the world as well. I mean, where is the proper news these days? You know, where is the integrity in reporting as well? I mean, that's what I want to know. Where is the integrity gone in life? You know, and I, I'm always on a learning journey. And knowing that my trials and errors that I've had to deal with over the last, 29 years of my life, it's like our educational system just pretty much brainwashes us and tells us that, you have to vote for the left, or if you don't vote for the left, oh, we're going to fail you, or we're going to push our, socialist views on you, brainwash communist views, almost socialism views, and steer you away from the truth that you were supposed to be told at one point. And this is what's going on in the educational system in Australia. Like I've talked before about, you know, basically, when they're teaching gender equality in schools, I'm just over it. I mean, that's my take on the current political situation in Australia. I mean, the Australian Liberal Party does need a change of leadership. We need that. We definitely need a change of leadership and a change of, power in mind. The problem is that who can we trust in world leaders anymore? I certainly don't trust my government, nor will I ever trust the government or the World Bank or the Reserve Bank or the stock market as well. Because for me, it's more about making my own decision to live a great life that I'm born to live. And it's definitely all about trusting your intuition as well. And knowing that your intuition is important and your success is important to keep going as well. No matter how many lockdowns, Daniel Andrews wants to play. I'm just fed up with society putting fear into our lives, using fear and scare tactics to scare you because they don't want to see you to succeed. They want to see you fail. I want to see winners on the Stephen Shield radio show because this is what this show is all about. It's all about the winners here on the podcast. And that's what I believe is staying true to my calling in life. My calling is here for a reason, to be successful. To know that I have a purpose and journey for what I'm doing as well. And to, just be happy with work, And that's the current situation in Australia at the moment. It's hectic. Oh, hi,
How
Julie.
are you? Just thought I'd pop on and say hello to you. See how you're
Yeah, it's
doing.
been a bit of time.
It's been
Yeah,
a
how you
long
been?
time. It's been a long time. So you are in whereabouts in Australia are you, Stephen?
Sydney.
Sydney. Beautiful. So you're coming into your springtime now, really, your warmer
Yeah.
climes. And we are just,
Well, it's been so much rain, so much floods. It's just crazy. And yeah,
we've got the
as you know, I
same
like to
here.
talk about the weather.
No, I
So
don't
many
mind walking.
potholes on the road.
I don't mind talking about the weather. God, we've had a lot of rain here as well. As you know, I live on a boat, so the
Yeah,
last week I'd been kind of the river has swollen with all the rain, and I've not been able to get onto land. So that's been
yeah,
kind of a nice, pleasant experience actually, because it means that I don't have to go out. Yay
yeah.
for the win!
And, well, that's exactly right. But
Don't have to. Sorry,
we're in the La Nina season in Australia, so they keep predicting rain, 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 and
I know.
you just get fed up with it.
Don't worry, because it's watering all the plants. It'll go
Mm,
with it's very soon, and then about 2 months down the line, you'll be wishing for rain. Just
yeah, and then they
yeah.
reckon next year's going to be a dry winter and a dry summer.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know how they predict it. To be honest with you, that's so far ahead. You know
Me
what I
either.
mean?
Sometimes you got to take a grain of salt.
Yeah, it's like because I live on a boat. I've got this
Mm,
system that's set up to tell you when it's going to flood. You know,
mm,
your area is likely to flood. Make adequate arrangements. You know, for your stuff. Make sure everything's safe. The thing is
mm,
that warning always comes when it's too late. We're already
exactly.
up in the air. We're already up in
Yeah.
the air and already made those preps because we're using our eyes. You know, you get
Mm,
used to what you see, and you go, "Oh, that's." We've had so much rain last night. Yep, the river's already at this point, so it's time for us to like stack chairs away, put the canoe away, and tie it up. You know, and do all this kind of
I
stuff.
know.
You already do it before you get the warning. That's why
Yeah.
I think just sometimes using your own eyes and your ears and your experience is a good thing. You know, to go
Well,
by your gut feeling because you won't be far wrong.
yeah, couple of towns in, I think it was sort of west Australia, going towards the countryside, just got flooded last minute. It
Mm.
seems to flood always up Lismore, Queensland border. Every time it's always flooding.
It's the same place,
And
so it should be known. Then they should make plant some blooming trees. Do you know what I mean? Trees love water. Plant trees
yeah,
then.
but you
Do you know
should
what I,
see all the trees that it gets so big that they it's almost the flood just covers all the trees and branches,
yeah,
and it's like crazy. I mean, people's houses get flooded and they lose them because they build them in I
a
think a
floodplain.
valley.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they do that. Britain here. I don't
Mm,
think you can walk for an hour before you come to buildings and houses because they're just building everywhere. At the moment here, we are in this, over the last 5 years, construction boom. So
mm,
everywhere there's new housing estates, new affordable housing everywhere you look. And
mm,
the last time I remember that happening was probably about 2000, 2002,
mm,
2005, or that area. And people in the construction business were really doing well. Then all of a
mm,
sudden we hit a slump, which we are all heading, spiraling
mm.
towards. I know this sounds awful and depressing, but it's just looking and observing and learning from your past. Well, this slump's going to happen again, and you're going to
Mm.
end up with like half-built housing estates, in
Yeah.
floodplains, in places that they know flood regularly. They've done drainage, but then that drainage then goes into the river and makes the river flood even more. It's like,
Mm,
where are you wanting to put this water, pal?
mm,
It's an object. It's a molecular structure. You can't just
mm.
drain it away from your building site and hope that it just
Exactly.
vanishes into thin air. It's going to go somewhere else. So you
Well, it's
kind of
like
really,
you guys at the UK had a heat wave this year, hit 40. and that's never been
I
heard
know.
of.
I was on my bicycle then, Stephen, doing my bicycle ride with my partner across Britain.
Mm,
And we'd got to, when that 40 hit, we'd got to the southwest, Cornwall,
mm,
just down by the little tail of Great Britain. We'd cycled from Norfolk, which is like right the way the other side, all the way down, and we hit that heat wave just when we
mm,
didn't need it. We were
mm,
so close to our destination. We'd cycled 1,000 miles,
mm,
and this heat wave hit, and we were in a tent. We couldn't like. We did it on a minimal budget because we
mm,
had nothing, you know. We had to
mm,
stop for 3 days because we couldn't deal
mm,
with the heat. 40 degrees
mm.
is nothing to some people, but for here, we're all like little wilted flowers.
Yeah, and then there was some random fires hitting the cities, almost like the Great Fire of 1666 coming
Yeah,
back.
right. Old Fire of London started in a baker's shop. There, yeah.
Yeah, and it
So
was
watch
all
that bread,
Europe.
guys. If you're cooking bread, you keep
Mm,
a blooming eye on it, all right?
mm.
But yeah,
It was
so we've had real
like,
extremes
you know,
here. But
hopefully it all settles down, Julie, and that's
yeah,
what you want.
yeah, we want a sort of a happy medium, I think. But I'm still going to enjoy all those experiences because it's hard to think now when I'm sitting on my very damp boat that I was
Mm,
absolutely parched on a bicycle down by St. Michael's Mount and it was hitting
mm,
40. Yeah.
mm.
Can
How,
you, before I go, give me a
yeah,
little reconstruct? Who is Daniel Andrews?
the Premier of Melbourne, Australia, he decided to shoot rubber bullets, his police, on peaceful protesters during the lockdown back in
Nice.
2020. Yeah,
This
Melbourne.
lockdown and the
Yeah,
party line has been just amazing to look at, hasn't it, Stephen? And to witness this.
I know. Look, I'm a supporter of the Conservatives, and it's a shame that the fall of the Conservatives. There's Truss, 45 days resigned, and I don't know.
It's just
People.
doolally. It's gone all a bit haywire, whirlwindy, uncontrollable, and it's just
Mm,
amazing to just step back from it and
mm,
just observe what's going on. Because I think sometimes when you step back and you observe with no thought to it, if you know what I mean, no investment in it, you
mm,
start to see everything a little bit more clearly then.
mm,
And
exactly.
also, I think you kind of realize your own kind of power in that. Is yet
I
that's what's
know.
going on. This is what's being said. I'm just going to step back and have a look at the wider picture to see what's going on. So
Exactly,
yeah,
Julian. And like I said, never trust the government. Like, it's a
oh, no.
shame Boris Johnson lying about the parties and deny, and he's like, caught COVID how many times? Twice.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got COVID. Oh, I've got to resign now. He'll go on a book tour and make uh,
Oh, good golly!
hundred thousand a year.
Look at Tony Blair. What he's achieved from
Mm,
being a prime minister. He'll tell you everything you need
yeah,
to know. It's just
yeah,
hands in pockets all the way. Just observe from a distance. Don't invest. That's what I would say. Thanks for
exactly.
having me on, my lovely man. It's always good to catch up with you.
You too, Julie. See ya.
See you later. Take care, love.
You too. Bye. All right, it's always great to have people come on the show and share their opinions. But yeah, like I said about the Melbourne Premier and Boris Johnson and the fall of the Conservatives in the UK, which is the shame that this has had to happen. I don't know where people are putting their trust. It seems they are moving toward independent. I know certainly I support our independent parties here. We've got the One Nation, Liberal Democrats, United Australia Party, are worth looking into. as well, and the Liberals, if we can. But I do think our right-wing conservatives need, what can I say, a change in the party of leadership. Uh, I mean, politics, I guess, can be a filthy business at the end of the day, where things, I don't know, come out 2, 3 years later about Scott Morrison going through portfolios without telling anyone. I think, you know, uh, I mean, Melbourne's going to have to put up with another 4 more years of Daniel Andrews. Yet he was involved in a car crash in 2013. Yet he's very good at dodging questions. If you watch a Daniel Andrews press conference, I'm fed up of hearing about him. Number one, he's in Melbourne. I'm in New South Wales, so two completely different states. And same for Anastasia Palaszczuk in Queensland. I don't want to know what's going on in Queensland. I'm in New South Wales. Some journalists, broadcasters say they saw the fall of the Liberal Party coming, or they saw the change of leadership from the Liberal to the Labor. Uh, the thing is, with the inflation problem that we've got going on now, is making it harder with the cost of living crisis. That I truly believe that politicians up in the federal, state level should themselves in other people's shoes in a middle class working family, and not just benefiting the rich with these lockdowns because maybe they plan to use the virus for secret things so they can make a profit, especially Dr. Fauci. I mean, you look at China and Shanghai, they're going into lockdown. People are literally getting, oh God. You read the news about the I think it's the Chinese communists. I have to double check that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, what's going on is people are fed up with this zero COVID policy. They've had 35,000 cases of coronavirus in China, and it's like it's becoming uh, uh, just, I don't know, a communist country of like another North Korea. Like, you basically can't enjoy your life anymore like you once did, and taken away all your freedoms. And that it is quite a sad thing that that is going on in China. And I hope people are standing up for their rights to have their freedom back. Now we're in the fourth coronavirus wave in Australia. Oh God, COVID's making its Christmas visit again, like it did last year when Omicron came out from South Africa. This one's coming from Singapore. So who knows what the future holds for the Australian economy as well. I just think that we've got to find our true voice and our true calling as well. But it was interesting this year that Europe had a huge heat wave, 40 degrees. Now, that 40 degrees is quite normal in an Australian summer. We've had heat waves in the past at 40, when it hits the 40s, and that's fucking hot. Like hell. That is hot. But never been heard of in the UK. I think it was something to do with the Sahara Desert that was causing a storm or something. But people, the left say it was climate change doing it. And then you know, I like to base things off facts, not what scam that or what Al Gore would do, trying to go and make a business out of climate change. I like to, go to my resources and be shown the facts of life. Yeah, I don't know. And then you get a lot of conspiracy theorists saying that and the world's going to end. I don't know. I mean, a 1 in 100 year pandemic is quite debatable. I certainly think it was, made in a laboratory somewhere in Wuhan, China. Why is the government not willing to investigate Dr. Fauci mucking around with it and some idiot let it go? Not good at all. Not good. But I think we just got to move on from it as well. We've got to move on from COVID-19 and know that the past is the past and this will be history. And I think we can learn from history. But it is important how we need to look after ourselves as well, and our well-being, our physical well-being, our mental well-being is important. And to know that life can be a good teaching tool for us, despite the problems in Australian politics and the problems in American politics, Canadian politics, whatever politics. I mean, I take my politics very seriously now. And I'm starting to learn a lot and uncover a lot of questions that I have for my world leaders as to why you doing what you're doing. Seriously, why are you doing that? Spending a lot of taxpayers' money on things like, clearly the first thing I see for Albo is we need to, number one, he's got to stop traveling too much with taxpayer money overseas. He's got to stop having excuses to leave Australia and to go to conferences around the world. The second solution in Australia is to invest more money in the government hospitals and the Australian healthcare system, so there's no staff shortage as well. Now, I take healthcare very seriously. I respect the Australian healthcare system in my life as well. We've just got to find that, take a step back from Boris Johnson denying it, denying it, denying it, denying it as he does. And then Liz Truss resigns after 45 days on the job. I wonder how Rishi Sunak's doing. Anyone has an update on Rishi Sunak, let me know. Because it's interesting. how the Australian economy is moving as well in the future. And what we need to do as well with the Australian economy. I guess some people say that we need to respect the economy and treat the economy with respect and have solutions for the economy. Keep the economy going by supporting small businesses as much as we can, going to our small takeaway shops. Keep that abundance cycle going by donating to charity uh, organizations at the same time, because that's important. All right, the weather right now is 18.8 degrees Celsius. It feels like 16.4 degrees Celsius. Minimum is 14 degrees overnight. Minimum tomorrow's max is 24 degrees Celsius. 0 to 2 millimeters of rain. Shower or two possible storms. Ah, shit, more rain. Current weather right now: west southwesterly winds 22 kilometers an hour. Wind 28 kilometers an hour. Gust 8% humidity. 0 millimeter rain since 9 a.m. Rain 75% high chance of no rain. 50% medium chance of no rain, 25% low chance of at least 2 millimeters of rain. Sydney area, Australia, partly cloudy, medium, 60% chance of showers, the chance of a thunderstorm, possibly severe. Winds northwest to northeasterly, 15 to 20 kilometers an hour, tending southeast to southwesterly in the evening. Sun and moon, 5:41 a.m. sunrise. Sunset 7:50 p.m. Waxing crescent moon phase. First quarter, 1st of December is the next moon phase. Tomorrow, sunny with showers predicted. Low of 14 degrees Celsius, top of 24 degrees Celsius. Tuesday, sunny, partly cloudy, a low of 11 degrees Celsius, top of 26 degrees Celsius. Wednesday, cloudy, low of 11 degrees Celsius, top of 24 degrees Celsius. Thursday, sunny with showers predicted, low of 12 degrees Celsius, top of 23 degrees Celsius. Friday, sunny with showers predicted, low of 13 degrees Celsius, top of 23 degrees Celsius. Saturday, sunny, partly cloudy, low of 12 degrees Celsius, top of 24 degrees Celsius. Sunday, sunny, low of 11 degrees Celsius, and a top of 29 degrees Celsius. So as you could see that the Australian weather's always been changing since La Nina decided to take over. And, it was quite interesting this year how weather has turned out for everyone as well. To know that, I guess we just have to adopt to the weather forecast, and we've got to know that what it is we're here for is to keep on creating content. You know that, because content is key for your success. You know that. Your key for your success is being yourself when you are creating your content despite a falling economy, despite problems with Daniel Andrews not delivering on time. I know that, you know, how many politicians out there basically tell the truth? I mean, come on, how many politicians talk shit? Tell you one thing, but then talk shit in the background. You know that. And the problem is, this is the Australian political system. This is the whole political system that this is undertaking at the moment in our lives. We have a problem with shadow banning as well on these tech platforms. With cancel culture on the rise, censoring people and censoring people's jobs to the point where no one can have their voices heard. For starters, worries me. And no, seriously, it does. It worries me because I believe in the freedom of speech. Now, the Chinese entertainment industry has this, you know, views on censorship because of trade export deals with world leaders with China. Oh, no, you can't say this about China. And yet TikTok, that's a Chinese company, was profiting off people. I think it was an article in news.com.au in poor people that were profiting from a live stream out of it and taking money from the poor. And what they're doing is they're tracking all your data, selling all your data, and that's why TikTok is very popular among young people because it's very addictive. Now, like I said, I've tried TikTok, but I hated it. I never liked it. For instance, you know, there's always politics involved in social media companies and tech corporations. Jeff Bezos from Amazon's been in trouble a few times. Mark Zuckerberg has lost quite a lot of money in the pandemic. It's all politics. You are making money for these people and they don't care. They're profiting off you. Now, I agree. I will have to I use social media for my work. That's fine, but you start to think twice. When you think about how come has Facebook broken up friendships with people? How come Facebook have denied a lot of their wrongdoings? How come TikTok, well, clearly they're a Chinese company, it's virtually like they're data mining people. You know that. I mean, it's quite sad in general, but this is the social media world that we are in right now. You know that. But I definitely always have questions as to why this is happening. oh, this is happening, who is controlling it. But I don't want to let tech corporations, control my life in general. I want to be free. I want to be happy. And I want to know that is there a future for the Australian population and the Australian community? Where is our community gone these days that we once did have years ago as well? What is happening to us spiritually, financially as well? Politically now, people are not trusting world leaders as they once did for years and years and years. You know, things that I've implied to my life was number one was gratitude. Definitely having gratitude, because gratitude is very important. With gratitude, gratitude, I've noticed I feel much better for the things that I appreciate than I once did. The second option now is, you know, having affirmations and a desire for your practice is something that we've got to take in consideration. It's definitely having an affirmations practice, okay? Because you've got to know that what you're putting into your subconscious mind needs to manifest into the reality that you want to live. So if you want to go and build a business, you start telling your subconscious mind every single day that you're going to manifest it. And you know you can manifest it. When you feel it, that you want it, it's there for you as well. I've definitely always looking for the opportunities to go uh, get out and reach for the top, and just believe in myself to the point where I can do it. When you have the I can in you, that's wonderful journey in your life today on the Stephen Shields radio show. So definitely know that you just got to form your own opinions. And you've got to find that what is working for you, what is not working for you at the same time. And yeah, politics, I do agree, can be a filthy business. So it's all about learning to take your own answers from your what you've seen on the media, what you've heard on television as well. We have to know that every day is a new day and a new year, a new month. And for me, I'm here on wisdom because I am a wisdomer and I believe in being a wisdomer and I will stay a wisdomer as long as this social audio platform is around, and this is what I'll be doing. This is where I'll be, and this is how I am going to live life in general. The thing for me is when you know, listening and watching a media company. I mean, all media company will do is influence you. Definitely, they will influence you. They're all going to do that. Whether you like it or not, they are all going to influence you and try and twist all the words around as much as they can. If you know what I mean. The solutions that we have now in life is important for where you want to go at the end of the day and live your best journey. That's all I ask, is to just do your best. I'll leave it there for now. Please, guys, always wonderful to podcast here on the Stephen Shields radio show. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast and turn on your notifications wherever you get a new episode. I'm on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much. You can give me a follow here, Wisdom. New podcasts are available every Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time. Bye for now.